and welcome back to card number 2 from my In the Moment class. If you're joining me live on Saturday, it's Saturday the 26th of February at 11:15, and I'm going to do this lovely card 2 with you. Now, I've shared this a few times. I saw this last year originally and I cannot remember. I think it was a French Stampin' Up demonstrator. I will try and find it and give credit in the description on my video. I love it because it's basically you can make one card from one piece of A4. It's 2 cards. You don't actually cut a piece off. This is the width of an A4, so that measures 21. But basically, you've got 2 cards, and then in here you can pop some cash or a gift card. Yep, for a prezi. And then that sits there like that. So for my ladies who are taking part in the class, you already have all the bits cut to size, so I will go through those with you. So you have a piece of card that measures 21 across by 14 down, 21 by 14, and it's scored at 7. Okay, so this measurement here is 14 and this is 7. Okay, so you have, it is a 14 centimetre square with a 7 centimetre flap there. This piece is 10.5 by 10.5. Okay, and this comes from the bottom of the A4, if you can imagine. So if this was your A4, this is the normal width of an A4 if it's portrait. So cut it down here at 14 and then cut another 10.5 off, and you will be left with a little bit on the bottom. You're going to score that at 10.5 if you want to join in. So you can get it all from an A4. And then we have 3 pieces of, no we don't, I am lying to you. We do have 3 pieces of white, but they are slightly different sizes. So you've got one that's a little bit smaller than the others. So you've got 2 pieces that are, I think they're 9.9, so that I could get 3 from a, yeah, they're 9.9 centimetre square, and they're going to go on the inside like that. And then this piece is 9 centimetres by 9 centimetres, and it goes on this layer here that sits here, and the pink piece is 9.5 centimetres. All right, so they're all our bits and bobs. We are going to cut some paper down, and for this one I am going to use this lovely Misty Moonlight piece. First measurement is to cut it at 13.5 by 13.5 centimetres, and this is for the middle of the card, the back, so that will sit like that. The next piece, the width, is we're going to cut at 6.5 by 13.5, and that will go on the front part there like that. And then the final piece, and I need to recheck the width of this with my trusty ruler. I think I know what it is. Let me see if I did. Yep, I had in my head 3.5. It's 3.5 centimetres by 13.5. So all the lengths are all the same. They're all 13.5. And then also what I am going to do is, this was the bit I used for the t-shirts. I am going to cut off a little bit of this to decorate the inside. So I'm just going to cut off, should we go for 3/4 of an inch? Yeah. Mix it up a bit, centimetres and inches, just to have fun. And then I'm going to cut these at 9.9 centimetres. And these are just going to decorate the inside of the card. Okay, pop those to one side, straighten up my project sheet. All right, so let's glue the paper down on the card. So that's going to glue to that side. Oh, now I just need to check. Yeah, I think that looks right. If it goes a particular way up, that I've cut it. So that's going to glue there. So this folds open to the right hand side. This one is going to glue here. And then the inside, just bear in mind, you only want glue on the top, the right hand side and across the bottom. We don't want glue on the left because the money or the gift card will not go in. And we don't want that, do we? And that will glue, and there will be a little border all the way around. Okay. I'm going to take that smaller piece of basic white and do some stamping. Okay. Now, I remember when I made this, and it sort of came together by accident, really, which most of my cards do, to be honest. Let me just grab my stamp. So I'm going to use the image of the lovely young lady. Can I fit this on block D? Let's see, let's test it out. Oops, I'm trying to... Yep, it fits on block D as well. Okay. So she's having a nice old quiet time, chilling out with a cuppa and a furry friend, reading a book. Bliss. Apart from crafting, bliss. So I'm going to ink up my stamp, and again I'm using basic grey. And I'm just going to decide where I want. More to the right, because I want to stamp the relax here. I'm not going to do the have a perfect birthday because that's from another set. Okay, so I have stamped that there down to the more towards the right. Now what I am going to do is, if you saw this before on a Paper Crafts and Piano, I used this paper to create the blanket that she had her feet on, or the duvet cover, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to take some of my paper and I'm going to stamp this again, okay, and I'm going to stamp the bottom part onto the middle of the paper, just like that. I've probably stamped it too low down and wasted a bit, but anyway, you will see what I mean in a second. So I've just done that. Yeah, and we're going to do some more paper piecing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around her feet and up here, and then we're going to use some of this for the card. So I'm coming down here like this. And then I'm going to cut it off just sort of on a bit of a curve. I'm going to bring my stamped image back in. I'm going to place it like that over there. Yeah. And then I'm just going to grab a pencil and that's where I need to cut it off. And then I'm just eyeballing, and I probably need to cut it about there. Okay. So I bring my trimmer back in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick that down on there like that. And I'm going to put the glue on here rather than on the paper, because I might put too much on the paper and I end up cutting it off and it'll make all my scissors sticky. So I'm going to actually glue the white. And this just makes it a bit more interesting. You've got a patterned duvet there now. You don't need to colour that in with the blends. Okay, and then what we can do, you see, we've not wasted too much there. About an inch there, little strip here. But I think overall, for the waist that we've got a nice effect. Yeah. And that wasn't too difficult. I think I made a much longer job of it last time. So let's do a bit of colouring in. So firstly, I'm going to start easy, and I'm going to start with the hair. What's this one? Is this soft suede? No, it's one of my new skin tones. Okay, so I'm going to colour the dog in. Let me see if I can find my light soft suede. So I've got light and dark soft suede here. So I don't want to make it too dark. I'm just going to put a little bit of dark on the lines here. Just use these little lines round its legs. Like that. I don't want to make its face too dark. So again, just doing some lines really. You see that there? And then I'm going to go over with the light. And just be careful to make sure you don't colour in bits that you think are the dog and they're not. There's a little gap there, you see. Okay, there we go. So we need to colour, I'm going to colour the skin tones in. Just checking. Well, she's actually got a lot of her skin. She's not got much flesh on show, this lady. She's got socks on, so her toes aren't out. You can only see one arm there and only part of her face because the book's covering it up. Now I'm going to do my, I'm going to do the book. And I'm going to use, actually, you can do this with the Balmy Blue, but I'm going to use the light Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to go down the spine and around the edge with the light Misty Moonlight. Like that. Now I realised in this one I've actually coloured in what should be the pages and I've done them blue, which I've really made a mistake there. And then I'm going to take my dark Balmy Blue and go over the light Misty Moonlight. Pull all the colour in. And the reason why I've used the Misty Moonlight is I wanted the book to be darker than the jeans, and make it stand out a bit more. Okay, and I'm going to do the same actually for her mug. Looks like she's got a nice cup of tea or coffee. In fact, my new coffee is going cold, so I need to rectify that. Just wondering if I need to zoom in actually a bit. There we go. Okay, so where do we go now? Let's do some Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to take the dark Flirty Flamingo and I'm going to go around the edges here. I'm going to go around the edge of the cushion there and on those lines with the dark one. And then with the light one, I'm going to go over all of that. If you want to, you can go back and add a little bit more definition, like that. Okay, how we're looking. Oh, we need to do a sock, so we'll keep that pen out. Yeah. And I forgot to say, you know I go quite fast. This is my job. So you can pause these videos and you can drag the cursor back so you can rewind. I do appreciate that I can go fast. But that's also why I leave a little bit of time before I upload the next one, so you can catch up. I try and leave like 15 minutes or so. Okay, so we've just got jeans and blanket to colour in. So the jeans, I'm going to use the dark balmy blue, and I'm just going to go around the edge of the jeans and the leg. On these little creases, this is the dark balmy. We say balmy as if there's an R, but it's balmy, spelt balmy. Oops, the UK language is funny. English, the UK language, English. I don't know what I'm saying. Because it's not just the UK language. It's been a long week this week. Okie doke. And finally, I'm going to colour the blanket in Pool Party. And this is a bit bigger, so I might use the brush end and go over the creases and the edges with the dark one. Like that. Just going to go back over with the dark one for a bit more definition. Like that. Okay, now what you can do, if you want to, and I have done, you can see on here, I have gone around the edge of the image with the light balmy blue. In fact, mine's running out though, it looks a bit fuzzy. So this is just to make the image pop. Now, it will look not good at the minute. We are going to use the colour lifter. So that's what I've done so far. But if I grab my colour lifter, I can go over the edge and it will sort of blend it in a bit and just make it so it doesn't have a harsh line. Like that. Blends it out a little bit. There we have our coloured image. Just gonna zoom back out. There we go. There's pens all over the place. Okay, so let's grab I don't know where I've put the actual card. Anyway, I'll find, oh, it's there. Let's grab the stamp sets. And there isn't a birthday sentiment in here, okay? So it does say on it, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. Now, I can't really fit that on there now because of where I've stamped it, okay? But what I could do is I could pop some, I've got some tape actually, bear with. I can mask off my sentiment and just stamp relax. Excuse me again. It's quite close, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I've done is I've covered that up and I've just got the word relax. Yep. Grab a block. Okay, so I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo ink. And what we do is ink it up. But then we pull this off. Yeah? And then hopefully this will work. Hey, relax. And then I might see if I've got another sentiment back at my office that says relax, it's your birthday, and pop it down there. Or you could even put it inside. So that's another little tip for masking. Whoops. We're now going to stick this onto the piece of Flirty Flamingo card that we, oh look, oh man, Julie. Right, I am now going to have to put something there because look what I've done. I think I've touched my Flirty Flamingo ink pad, obviously. So it happens to the best of us. It happens to all of us. I shall find a way to cover that. But anyway, for now, we'll have to go with it, won't we? Because I'm not doing it again. And then that's going to go on there like that. I think what I might have to do is find a greeting that says, I might get the have a perfect birthday one. And stick them over there. That'll be fine. There's always a way to cover it. And then these pieces are going to glue inside here. And then I'm going to pop those on there. Yeah, I think I'll have a birthday greeting there. And then all we need to do is adhere that onto the back here. Just eyeball that you've got it central, but also bring this in. Make sure it's equal. That looks okay to me. Anyway, let's share the one with you that didn't go wrong. So this is card number 2 without the extra ink on it. There's card number 2, a lovely card and gift card or cash holder. So that's been another half an hour roughly. So it should be nearly 11:45. So the next video, the last video, will be up at 12. And I'll give you a sneak peek of that one. If I can find it. And here is the last card I'm going to do, and it uses the other image of the girl. So we've used all 3 images. So I hope to see you back at 12 o'clock for the last card. Thank you for watching. Bye.